James Gunn is in the kitchen cooking, and I cannot wait to eat. So here's an update for Man of Tomorrow. James Gunn says this: the tone of Man of Tomorrow will be slightly tonally different than Superman. Quote, Superman is more comic booky in some ways than Man of Tomorrow. It has to do with the dual characters of Lex and Superman at the center. So here is the video where James Gunn expands on this a little bit further.
What are you most interested in exploring on the Lex front in Man of Tomorrow and in the future more broadly?
Yeah, I think I'm just more interested in getting into the heart of Lex and seeing how he fits into all of this. I think that getting to know Lex more as a human being, I think we saw, a lot about the evil part of Lex. It's hard. He's pretty evil. He's a pretty bad guy. But I think that I just want to get to know. I think he as a character is really interesting. I think that there's something, despite everything, that is incredibly heroic about Lex. Take aside like morality,
Yeah.
which is hard to do. But here is this guy who's saying, you can hold up a building, you can shoot down, planes with your eyes. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick your ass because I'm better than you.
Right.
And that is, you can't, I can't help but admire his tenacity and his sort of ego and his I mean, his ambition is beyond compare.
Yeah. He puts in the work.
He's the underdog. At the end of the day,
Sure.
He's the underdog. I mean, yeah, sure, he's got a lot of corporate power and these other things that he can use to manipulate things, but he can't fly in outer space. He can't lift up a building. He can't punch something across the 3 states. He's a guy, and I love that.
Put him on the fucking camera! Facts, nigga!
I've always loved the dynamic between Lex Luthor and Superman. Their relationship is so fascinating to me, whether it's on the animated series, the movies, the television shows, because Superman is always trying to look for the best in Lex Luthor. He's always trying to redeem him. And Lex Luthor is the complete opposite, where he's always trying to destroy Superman. So to see this unlikely team up between the two is going to be really, really fascinating to see. And Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor is absolutely phenomenal. I loved his performance, and David Cornsweet is amazing as Superman. So to see these two fight against whoever it is, it's going to be really fun to see. And I think it's going to be very different from what we've seen from previous superheroes, because we all thought it was gonna be Batman and Superman, the world's finest, which I believe is coming down the line. But to see two characters who just despise one another, or at least one side despises one side more than the other, it's going to be a really fun dynamic, and I'm curious to see where it leads to, especially with Lex Luthor and the title of Man of Tomorrow, because who is going to be the Man of Tomorrow? Is Lex Luthor going to be redeemed in the eyes of the public, which will probably lead into a President Lex run for the future, or is it going to be Superman? So I'm looking forward to that.
You can feel it. You can feel it in the air.
Now we have an update on the DCU Batman Brave and the Bold. Here's what James Gunn had to say on the DCU Batman. Quote, I know a particular actor who is a big star and wants to be Batman. We talked about it, but I don't know if that's still the case. Now, who is the big star who wants to be Batman? Some people think it might be Jake Gyllenhaal, which would be an interesting choice. So I mean, it could be Brandon Sklenar is not a big star. So a big star who wants to be Batman. I mean, there's a whole litany of big stars. I mean, pick your poison who it could be. But again, I maintain the same sentiments that I've always said. I don't care who they cast as the DCU Batman, as long as it's a good actor. Because whoever they pick, some people are gonna bitch no matter what. No matter what. If it's Brendan Sklar, a lot of people are gonna hate that choice. If it's Alan Richardson, a lot of people are gonna hate that choice. If it's fucking Tom Cruise, a lot of people are gonna hate that choice. It could be Jesus Christ himself coming down from the heavens, playing Batman, and a lot of people will hate that choice. So again, I trust the James Gunn. I trust his casting, and I don't think James Gunn is going to lead us down a path, especially where it's an important role such as Batman, because Batman is your moneymaker. So it's going to be very interesting to see. And an update on the DCU Batman Brave and the Bold script. James Gunn says it's still not ready, but he's liking where it's headed so far. So again, take your time, James Gunn. I'm focusing on Superman. I love Superman. Let's focus on that. The Batman, we're getting a Batman movie in 2027 anyway, so I'm not really in a rush to see more and more Batman. Again, take your time. It'll be ready when it's ready. So that's going to be it. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Threads, your sister's ass cheeks. Share the video, like the video. It helps immensely. And as always, truth out.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Weeknd.